Good morning, everyone. Yesterday's class, we had seen what is positioning, and we had seen the concept of brand positioning, which is related to positioning. We had also seen the definitions which were given by Philip Kotler and other authors. We had seen the examples of the positioning that has been given by Tesla, Red Bull, Gatorade, and many other brands. Then we had seen what are the four questions that we need to ask ourselves before positioning a brand in the market. Then we had seen how is a powerful brand positioning statement like, and while positioning your brand, what all things you need to take care of, and what is the importance and power of positioning your brand. Further, we had seen the objectives of brand positioning, and today's class we need to see other considerations that we need to take care of while positioning our brand. Now, the two concepts that we need to take care of while positioning is called point of parity and point of differentiation or point of difference. In short, they are called as POP and POD. Now, let us have a look at first is what is point of difference. Then we will see the example of how a brand like Tesla has differentiated itself from other competitors in the market with the help of point of differentiation. And then we will see what is point of parity and how companies like Walmart and Amazon are similar to each other in terms of point of parity. Moving ahead. So, what is point of difference? Point of difference is also known as point of differentiation. The things, all those things which are giving you a competitive edge by being truly unique to your business are the points of difference. Point of differentiation needs to be determined once the points of parity are fully covered. So first of all, you have to identify what is points of parity for your brand. What is going to be common in your brand as is for other competitors, and then you have to decide that what differentiation are we going to put in your brand, in our brand, which is going to make it stand out from the competition. Point of difference is what gives your brand competitive advantage by making it unique in the market. Point of difference of a brand is what one's brand slogan should reflect. That is what I was talking to you yesterday. When we talk about a positioning statement of brands like what to say Apple, what do we say? Think different. When we talk of positioning statement of a brand like McDonald's, I'm loving it. So the point of differentiation that you are creating for your brand should also be reflected in your slogan or in your positioning statement that you're creating. Now, let us look at the example of points of differentiation for the company, for the brand Tesla. Now, how does Tesla differentiate its brand in terms of marketing strategy from all other brands which are into the automobile business or into the business of manufacturing? Okay, so the first point of differentiation for Tesla is in terms of its marketing strategy, it is different from other brands. Let us have a look at how it is different. Marketing strategy of Tesla. Tesla, as a rule of thumb, does not spend money on advertisement. Ask yourself, have you ever seen any of the advertisements of Tesla on television? It does not put any ads in the newspaper, in the radio, or for that matter, in television also. Because people who are watching newspaper or radio are not the target segment for Tesla. They use the classical software which is called inbound sales model. And in case you need to purchase Tesla car, then what you need to do, you need to go to the website of Tesla, because they understand what is the journey of the buyers so well. They know what the consumers want, and if the consumers are smart, they will find them. Okay, now this is one of the marketing strategy which makes Tesla stand out as compared to its competitors. Now, if I talk of brands like Honda, if I talk of brands like Toyota, we all see their advertisements in the TV. We hear about these advertisements on the radio. But for Tesla, you do not see the advertisement. It does not spend on the test advertisements. Now, that is one of the point of differentiation in terms of marketing strategy for Tesla. Then they use a software which is called inbound sales model. Also, you will see later that Teslas do not have any dealers. They themselves are the car dealer. They themselves are into car dealership. Let us have a look further. Now, what is the selling strategy of Tesla? Tesla separates itself on one major point of difference, that is the fact how they sell their vehicles. They do not offer their cars for sale via dealerships. They set up showrooms in shopping malls. There are variety of vehicles available for test drives at each location of Tesla. Every car's innovation is on full display inside these showrooms. The brand awareness slowly increases as the people walking around in the mall start to notice the store. Customers are definitely going to want to know more of what is being offered when the brand is directly in the line of sight. So what are they trying to say here is that Tesla is not offering their cars to car dealers. So that is not the selling strategy for Tesla as is for Honda or for Toyota or for many other car brands. What is it doing? It is just showing or showcasing its brands in the shopping malls, in the showrooms, whereby when people walk by, they look at these Tesla cars, they get attracted to them, and then they feel like knowing more about them. Let's move further. Now, buying Tesla is very easy. But how do you buy a Tesla? Because these are not offered through car dealers. So, what is the process of buying Tesla? The buying process of Tesla is simplified as the consumer is put in control while buying a Tesla. Now, what do they mean by it? Owning a Tesla is very easy. What you need to do, you need to simply go to the website of Tesla. That is, you simply need to go online, select a model of your choice, customize features that you want for yourself. So whatever features you want in your Tesla car, you just have to let the company know about the details of those features. So they will be customizing your car as per your requirement. Place your deposit online and schedule your pickup. That is again point of differentiation that Tesla has created for purchase of cars by the customers. So what you have to do, you just have to go to online, you just have to go there to their website, select a particular model of Tesla, tell them what all features do you want in your particular car, pay the money for it, and schedule your pickup. Next point of differentiation for Tesla. Now, Tesla, whenever we talk of Tesla, which is the personality that comes to our mind is Elon Musk. Okay, so Tesla brand is not using any other brand ambassador for showcasing Tesla. Who is being ingrained or who is being attached to the brand Tesla is none other than its CEO, that is Elon Musk, and he acts as he's known as Tony Stark, and its iconic persona is a huge asset for the company. Elon Musk's public image has a major and lasting impact on the success of the company Tesla. Just as in the case of Apple was attached to Steve Jobs. So whenever we would see any sort of advertisement about Apple, whom would we see most of the time? Steve Jobs giving the advertising campaigns. Right? In same way for Tesla, it is Elon Musk who is the face of the brand. All right. Now, all these are points of differentiation that Tesla has created for itself. Now, point of parity could be that Tesla is also into luxury cars, just as your BMW and Mercedes. Now, that is a point of parity for it, that it is into luxury cars, it is into cars which perform, it is into cars which cannot be afforded by other people, and it is into the automobile business whereby he is producing cars. But then again, the kind of cars which are being manufactured by Tesla are environment friendly cars, eco friendly cars, right? Because they run on what do you say? These are electric cars. Next point of differentiation for Tesla as a software. I'm not sure how many of you are aware, Tesla's cars are built by developing software on the unique hardware of Tesla, as can be seen in the slide here. The unique approach this unique approach, what does it do? It helps the company to improve car software functionality every week. So what happens if you are purchasing a car like Toyota or Honda? You have purchased a car and then the same car has to be used by you for couple of years. But in case of Tesla, since Tesla cars are built on a software, after every few weeks you can get them upgraded, just as you get your computers or your what to say personal computers upgraded. So this is in sharp contrast compared to the traditional auto industry model where the automobile remains the same for as long as you drive it. This is not true about Tesla cars. Since Tesla's cars are built on a unique software, as per your requirement, you need to pay money to the company and your Tesla cars will be getting upgraded as and when you want. So this is another point of differentiation which Tesla has created for itself. So it is different in its marketing strategy from other cars. Its selling strategy is different. Okay, its buying strategy is different. It's the way it has created its brand personality is also different from other cars, okay, or the other brands of cars which are available in the market. And it is also acting as a software which is built over a hardware. All right. So all these are points of differentiation which have been created by Tesla for its brand. Now, what is point of parity? Point of parity is basically industry standards that help make a business legitimate in their respective field. So, all, see, point of parity should be understood as all those aspects which are offered by the product or the brand which are largely similar to those offered by the competitor. So here what I have given you is an example of Walmart and Amazon. So as yesterday I was telling you, if I talk of Walmart or Amazon, what is similar in both of them? Both of them are retailers. And what is similar about both of them? Both of them are into omni-channel business. Omni-channel means they both are into both offline and online stores. Okay, so you can purchase products from them offline also and through their online websites also. And there are other standards which every organization which is producing similar kind of brands have to deal in. That is the industry standards which every organization has to meet. The qualities that all businesses have to be on par with each other and be successfully competitive are called points of parity. Now, there are certain industry standards like tax regulations that each and every company has to meet. Now, the tax standards which every company has to meet is common or similar for every organization. If I talk of GST, every organization has to pay GST, let it be Walmart, let it be Amazon. Now, these are some of the points of parity which have been established by the industry, and every legitimate business has to legally go by it or obliged to it. So these are the points of parity on which you can place your positioning statement.